from the desert to the sea, and to all who have decided to chat with me. Welcome to Gentlemen After Dark, a place where grown folks can talk without judgment.
So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We're going to give folks a few minutes to join in with us. So, what we're going to do is start off a little like this.
Live in studio, you're tuned into Gentlemen After Dark. Hey, Onyx.
Whip, body, whip, at it, chop on it. Could I ever?
Big Diesel, what's up, man? I see you. Dominoes, I know. It's been a rough one, man.
All I ever asked was you to pick up the phone when you're alone. All I ever asked was you to show me some love, kisses and hugs. No, I never had an issue. Go to the club with your boys, baby. I never wanted you to stay too long. Just wanted you to show me up. So won't you say my name, say my name. If you claim you want me, it ain't no thing. And you acting kinda shady. You ain't been calling me baby.
Good evening, Miss Troy. Good evening, Miss Sherry. I see you. Welcome to Gentlemen After Dark.
You want this bad, I'm cool with that. I'm just trying to match your words with your actions. I need more than satisfaction.
Just gonna give everybody a few minutes to get it together, get in. Things are a little bit different, but we should be all right. So as we wait for everybody, hey cousin, I see you. As we wait for everybody to tune in, I know it's been a couple of weeks since we've been on the show, but I definitely wanted to get it in and start the show off right. Start season 2 off with a bang.
This is Sasha, and you're now tuned in to Gentlemen After Dark, live in the studio with my dad, Onyx.
Hey, that's my baby girl, y'all. We're sitting on about 13. That's what's up. All right. So welcome to Gentlemen After Dark, a place where grown folks can talk without judgment. And this is season number 2. Season 2, you guys. I've been excited, been happy, been waiting, counting down to be able to do this. I'm going to try not to get too excited and try to maintain my composure because there's so much to share. I see everybody here. I love to see these happy faces. I'm just going to highlight a couple of you guys. Of course, I seen my big bro out of the Pittsburgh area, Big Diesel. I see you, baby. Miss Troy, that's my sister right here in my state, Cali. Miss Sherry, I see you. Thank you for joining us. Orlando. Her mom used to call me that. Who else we have here? I got my cousin all the way in Mississippi. Yasmin, I see you. Miss Patricia is here. So she's a Bucks fan, you guys. I'm not really happy, but anywho, we'll get over that. Baker, what up with you, bro? I see you, man. I see you. You like that? Now check it out, you guys. The backdrop, I do fly drones. That's one of my pictures that I took with my drone, believe it or not. So that happened years ago. And guess what? It came into play eventually. Sooner or later, I got to use it. Miss Angel, good morning, or good evening, should I say. Welcome to Gentlemen After Dark. We got a birthday in the building today. Hello there, Miss Stevens. I see you. And my guy from way back, Mr. Schlesinger. Schlesinger, what up with you, man? What up with you? I just want to say welcome again, you guys, to Gentlemen After Dark. You know, this is where we get it in, and we're gonna have some nice conversation. So I got some things lined up for you guys, some surprises. Um, you know, we're gonna talk today about this sensitive subject on about COVID-19, the vaccination. Accept it or reject it. Now, in order to even get to the discussion about the vaccination, which is becoming a topic of discussion rapidly, quickly, because they've come up with the vaccination, two forms of it. But before we even get to that point, I want to share some folks that have actually caught COVID. I want to have them share their story with us. And, you know, it's one of those things where, this is just my opinion, we are running around here shy, bashful, scared, embarrassed to share our story, to let people know, hey, you know what? I caught the COVID. I got, you know, coronavirus. We're treating coronavirus like it's the what is it, bubonic plague. We don't want nobody to know. We're keeping secrets. We walk around here sick as a dog, and we're not saying anything to anybody. We're just keeping it to ourselves. In the end, guys, that's not good for us. People are dying, literally. So tonight, I definitely want to take the time to listen to those individuals who have actually gone through having COVID and probably are still going through different phases of it. So without further ado, I want to invite my guests to the show. I got a couple of guests here tonight. I got my guy, Mr. AD. Let me unmute these microphones here. I think you guys can unmute from your end, I believe. Oh, no, I got it. I got the controls. There we go.
There we go. There we go.
I got it. I got you. Trey, are you unmuted? Let me hear you.
Yes, I am muted.
There we go. So I got some personal friends, you guys, personal friends. These are not paid participants on this show. These are individuals who I reached out and had some conversations with, and they decided that they wanted to share their story, just to lay a little foundation. COVID. These guys are not here just to be sitting pretty or handsome in the studio, but they are here to share their story. So we're going to start off with Miss Trey. Trey, give us a little bit about who you are, although I know everybody knows Trey. If they know Gentlemen After Dark, they know Trey. Talk to us. Tell us a little bit about Trey.
Outspoken, easygoing, hardworking, mother of 3, grandmother to 1, 51 years old, CDL lifestyle. I drive trucks for a living. And I'm basically a stay-at-home homebody. And I caught, I was in here sick. Didn't know I was as sick as I was, but I was. And I ended up having COVID and pneumonia, and had fluid on my lungs, and I ended up being hospitalized for 9 days on oxygen, and it was a really, really scary experience, because although I had my own room, when the doctors and the nurses would come in and do their thing, you know, when they open the door, you had people in the hallways crying and screaming, and that fucks with your psyche, you know. Excuse my language, but it messes with your psyche. And, you know, I was already afraid, and, you know, because I really couldn't even formulate a whole word. And my And then for me to have fluid on my lungs and saying, you can't do this, you can't do that, you got to turn on your side. It was real. It was just like everything was like this. And then they're out the room and I'm left in there. And, you know, and I honestly, by day maybe 4, I really didn't think that I was going to come out on the other side. So, you know, I was calling my 31-year-old. You know, I'm telling her what a life insurance policies is. I'm telling her what the money is. I'm giving her access to everything, you know, and I'm writing little notes to my baby girls, you know, something that they can look back over, you know, in the event that mommy don't come up out of this. And it was really, 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 really scary. And it gives you a whole different perspective on life, like what's important to you and the little things that we take for granted, such as breathing on your own, you know, it's super, super scary. And, you know, I've been away from my kids. Everybody that know me know how I feel about my babies. And I haven't been able to be around my babies. And my baby girls was trying to be strong for me. I can see it in their face. And because I couldn't talk, I will be trying to FaceTime them. And I would call, and then they wouldn't answer, but they would text me. And so I call, because I want to know why you're not answering, but you're texting. And my baby girl, my youngest one, she said, Mom, stop calling me. You can't talk. You text me. So, you know, that lets me know that my babies were scared too, you know. And then my 31-year-old, she was over here before I went to the hospital. And, you know, and she just took over everything. And, you know, her mask, her gloves, she came in there, she cleaning up everything. I was quarantined in my room. You know, she put my food at the door, liquid and everything till I couldn't take it no more. So when you did that, you asked me, I asked you, was you going to do the after thing? And you was like, no, but do you need me to? So that night, after that, I just really fell into it. And my girlfriend that lives around the corner that has a key to my house, you know, she texted me and she said, she's like, how you doing, friend? And I said, fine. And she said, do you need anything? And I said, no. You know me, I talk. So for me to give her one word answers, she said, you don't sound right, friend. I'm going to come around there. And I was supposed to have been getting up going to take my COVID test for work. And she came in here and she had to call 911 because I'm in here not realizing that my oxygen was super low. And it was just, it went all bad real fast. And they sent me home. My doctor called me. They told me to come right back. And then I was there for those 9 days. I got home on the 12th, and they told me to quarantine 14 more days. So I'll be free and clear out of the 25th. However, because I work in the movie industry, you know, we get tested 5 days a week. And the doctor wrote me a letter for my job and told them that they don't need to repeatedly test me until after March 1st because my PCR level.
Looks like we lost Trey for a minute here. Looks like a bad internet connection, possibly. Yeah. Wow. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to stall a little bit for Trey to get back. I will say, though, this happened about 2 weeks ago. You know, I always reach out to Trey prior to my show podcast and just trying to check on her. And we couldn't even have a conversation because she was coughing so bad. And it was like, man, what's going on? And, you know, that's when she disclosed that she had, you know, caught COVID. At that point, she was still at home. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the hospital and get checked out, you know, see what's going on." And you know, she went on to the hospital, and sure enough, guess what? They kept her. So, you know, you can't ignore what's going on. There are probably some of us right now, you guys, that have some of the symptoms or have had the symptoms, and we ignored them and we kind of kept on doing our thing. Yeah, you definitely have to pay attention to that. In the meantime, I have my brother here, Mr. AD himself. I'm gonna get him unmuted. AD has a similar story where he was going through some things as well. So, AD, give us a little bit about you, man. Who you
Yes,
are.
sir. You know, I'm a 54-year-old man. I do have a few underlining things. So I would say right before Thanksgiving, on
Internet. Come back to me, AD. Come back. All right. So now I'm gonna count on the people and your comments. I'm not sure why we are having technical difficulties on this Wi-Fi situation. Can you guys hear me, see me with no problem? Okay, here comes Trey after the stream. Welcome back, Trey.
Hi. What I was saying really quick is my doctor wrote me a letter and stated to my job to let them know not to test me daily until after March 1st, because the she called it PCR levels, but it's the dead COVID cells. So I could have a false positive.
Okay.
You know, so it's other than his coughing, a little bit of short of breath. I'm doing good overall. Just I can't even complain with all the people that's dying around me, you know, and stuff you see on TV, and you got the trucks with the dead bodies and all of that. You know, I can't complain about nothing because I'm back at home in my own home, all my limbs in my right frame of mind. I have no complaints at all.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I am very happy to see that you're here. I definitely got to give you some of this.
there we go. There we go.
Because you know, you sounded real bad. I remember, like I was telling everybody, me and you were talking on the phone, and you was coughing so bad that you had to get off the phone, and my heart just dropped. You know, you have been a pillar to this Gentleman After Dark, and to know that you was going through what you was going through, man, I just felt devastated. You know, you're a personal friend of mine. So we go back to our World on Wheels days, you know, getting it in, and you don't want to see that happening. We've lost some personal friends together due to COVID, and you know, it's like, oh no, that no, that can't be, you know. And I'm just glad that by the grace of God, man, that you are still here, you know, healing. Keep saving your voice. You know, your baby girls was absolutely right. Shh, don't talk. Just listen, mom. But we know that you like to get it in. So, you know, I ain't gonna ask no more of your energy. I need you to keep getting stronger. I want you to, you know, stay prayed up. We all are praying with you. We're praying for you, for your successful recovery completely. And you know, just take it one day at a time. If there's anything that I can do, you already know, let me know. If I can't do it, I'm gonna find somebody that's gonna do it, and we're gonna make sure that you do it. All right.
I appreciate you.
Hey, you guys, come on. Let's throw some hearts out there for Miss Trey, because she's fought a big fight. Trey, you know, you can stick around all you want to. I'm gonna switch gears over here to Mr. my brother. So as you were saying, sir, 52?
54, baby. 54 and sexy right now. I was trying to be, at least. Trying to be. COVID will break you down. And the story I was telling was this: I had the body aches and the pains, and I started to ignore it. Really, I thought, okay, this is nothing. And the body pains made me feel like, you know what? Maybe I need to just go get checked just to make sure. Because you don't want to be walking around asymptomatic or whatever you might want to call it, handing it off to other folks. So, and in the meantime, for folks that don't know, my wife is a registered nurse, 26 years, and she's a public health nurse. So she gets all the information that's going through public health about all the people dying and what's going on, the CDC. So she's steady feeding me this information. So I'm thinking, I said, honey, maybe I need to go get tested just to make sure, follow the guidelines. So when I got tested on a Monday, and my results came back immediately from Kaiser saying that I was positive. And, my first thought was, I don't feel that bad from the things that I hear about what other people are going through.
Right.
So I thought, maybe it's not going to be that bad. But I progressively got worse those first few days. And I have to tell you, I went to the garage. I quarantined because my daughter was here from visiting for Christmas. So I didn't want anybody else to get this. So I was in the garage, and it was lonely, a lot of time to think, and a lot of time to be on Facebook, a lot of time to see other friends that are passing away. I'll say this. I had 2 friends that caught it at the same time I caught it, and both of them died within a week after I caught it. And when my friend Kevin passed away, it really, really fucked me up. Excuse my language. It really, really, really touched me. I was in the garage. It brought me to tears, because now I'm scared because he and I had a lot of the same underlying conditions, as far as the age wise and the blood pressure, those things. And, I'm sitting there and you're wondering if you're going to make it. The one thing about COVID that you don't realize is that you may have some highs and you might have some lows. And sometimes those highs can be, they make you think that, oh, okay, I'm all right, everything's good. And then the next day you're coughing, aching, and you don't know what's going to happen. I've had friends that it's tough. I've had friends that felt the same way I felt. They told me, hey, I feel good, brother, everything's all right. And 2 days later, they're not here with you. So when I first found out that I had COVID, my wife knows I'm on Facebook a lot. And she said, you didn't tell anybody about your COVID? I sat back and I said, you know what? I said, I need to. That's my responsibility as a brother, as a friend to people, just to let people know that, you're going to believe how you believe. But sometimes if you hear it from somebody that it may change your mind, and I wanted to let people know that, hey, don't think you can't get it. I was quarantining, y'all. I was quarantining because I worked from home already. So I was already quarantining and only going out to go to the store, and I still caught it. So it's just, I don't know if it's the luck of the draw. I have friends that say, hey, if I get it, I get it. And I get what they're saying. But the thing is, if you get it, you might be that person to die. And do you really want that if you can avoid it? Sometimes, and well, let me retract. On Sundays, I was out. I was out watching football. I had my mask on, but really, a lot of times, the mask is not 100%. And I will tell you this: some of the guidelines with the CDC, we don't know. I tested positive on the 21st of November. I thought I was good. I put a big old Facebook post up. If some of you didn't know me, you've seen it with my pink shirt on, saying my quarantine is over. But guess what? When I went and got tested, after I took that picture, I got tested 2 days later, and I was still positive. And that shocked the shit out of me. I can't deny or lie. I was scared at that point because it's like, well, why am I still positive? It's been 15 days. So I say that just to say this, go get tested if you're feeling funny. And if you do test positive, keep getting tested, even after your 10 days, 14 days, or whatever you want to call it, because this is an unknown fight. We don't know what we're going through. And everything is not what they say it's going to be. You know, make sure you're right before you get out there, because I would hate to see somebody give it to one of their family members, a loved one, or just anybody. You know, you don't want to pass this on. And for those that don't believe it's real, I'm here to tell you it's real. And if I can just change one person's mind about just being safe, you know what I mean? Protecting yourself and maybe protecting other people. That's the reason I'm here. I called up Onyx after I got over this, and I said, Onyx, you know, I said, I've been thinking, I've had some people say to me, can you tell us your story? You know, some people want to hear, because you have so many friends on Facebook. Maybe you can help spread the word or make people realize that this is real. And, you know, I sat around, it's like, I'm not going to make a video, but I don't mind talking to anyone. And then I called up Onyx, and we got to chopping it up. And Onyx like, hey, I have this podcast. I was like, Onyx, hey, man, I'm willing to be on your podcast if you're willing to have me. And he said, man, this is perfect right here. So I'm here to just let people know that it's real. And if you can protect yourself and protect others, do it. And if I can say 1, 2, or 3 people, God bless.
Bro, when you and I talked, I was like, I didn't know
Right.
that you even had it.
Right.
You know, again, it's one of those situations where sometimes we don't understand why we're here. You know, I'm heavy into the Facebook social media world. I try to reach out to people as best as I can.
Right.
And this platform has allowed me to touch people across the nation, some of our friends that we know. But what better way to get people to believe that COVID is real? So at this point, for my audience that's paying attention, and I'm not talking about AD or Trey, for everybody who's here right now, the 34 people that are here, if you have lost a friend, a loved one to COVID, I want you to type their name in the comments. Type their name in the comments so that we can keep their memory alive and we can stay educated about what's going on.
Right.
I know some of our own bros sit here and pretend like, it's just the man trying to hold you down.
Right.
They can't tell me what to do. You can't I ain't wearing no mask all day long. My mom caught COVID in July. She went to the hospital for something way different and ended up catching COVID while she was in the hospital. Trey said she didn't get to see her babies for some 9 days or so, and she still hasn't seen them. I didn't see my mom for months. 3 months. My mom was in the hospital, and then she went from the hospital to the convalescent home. And that's just from bad to worse, out of the frying pan into the fire. So Trey, AD, my heart goes out to both of you. I say thank you from the bottom of my heart for actually having the courage to sit here and to share your story. For the people that are listening, I appreciate you for listening. Take that information and you share it. I hope she doesn't get mad at me, but Miss Berry has been going through the same thing. And it was her whole entire family, as we were talking earlier, her whole entire family caught it. We got to stop acting like it doesn't exist and start treating it like it does.
Right.
Simple things, man. Little hand sanitizer goes a long way. A little mask, put the mask on. What's the big deal? And I'm so tired of seeing this. And you talking, and your what they call it, droplets, your spit basically is flying all over the place, and you contaminating everybody. For you people who seem to believe that this is not real, shame on you. I'm not here to judge you, but I am here to say shame on you. Care enough about the next person so that we can continue to live. And I'm gonna just start putting these names up on the screen as I see them. These are individuals that we have lost so far, you guys, that we know of. And there's so many more that are out there. So, Trey, AD, I love you guys. You know, my heart continues to be with you. Keep healing. Keep going through the necessary steps to get better. And, you know, let's do this.
Yeah.
We're going to do this together. And,
Right.
you know, I appreciate you guys, man. This is a big deal to me.
And you know, I have some family and a couple of friends that were still hanging out, doing what they wanted to do. Them too. If I get it, I get it. You know, but then because I didn't think that I was going to come out on the other side, you know, I'm telling my daughter about the life insurance policies and where the money is and burial. I went through everything. And because they saw me that way and heard me not being able to formulate a word, those cousins and those couple of friends no longer hang out because now they traumatized because someone that they know personally has had it. So now they don't even come outside, period.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And I'll say this too. I know people don't like to share the information because some people it's private, you know, and I respect that. I respect if you think it's private. But if you could share that information, sometimes it might help somebody that doesn't believe, you know. Those are the things that sometimes we don't think about, you know, and that's what made me come out. What made me come out was hoping that if I tell my story, that I might have somebody to say, hey, you know what? This shit is for real, you know? So I see there's a few people that are on here that just had it or have it right now. And my prayers go out to you guys. I'm praying for you. And if you have any questions for me, I'm always here. My boy Tone, I see you on here, man. I'm glad you are right now. Just Monique, I see that you said you currently going through it. I'm praying for you, honey. God loves you. I love you, and I believe that you're healed and that you'll pull through it like the rest of us.
Absolutely.
Look, and I got it stuck on Monique right now because another case of I didn't know. And Mo, you know, I'm hit you up or hit me up. You know, my prayers are with you as well. Anything I can do, just let me know. You know, we have to do better, and I appreciate those of us who are sharing now that they are going through it. You know, this is not to be in your business. This is not to make fun of your situation. This is to be here to help. You know, we all got to help one another. And those of us who are willing to help, we want to help. I know I'm one of those individuals. I'm going to do whatever I can. I might not be able to do everything, but whatever I can do, I'm willing to do. So, you know, kudos to each of you who have opened up and shared. You know, the testimonies are real. And we just have to keep growing together, you guys. Man.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Amen. So with that being the case, Trey and AD, you know, y'all can stick around, please, by all means. I'm just going to spend a few moments and sharing some statistics, guys, that I found that are fresh off the press, hot off the press, as they say. Let's see if I can find these. Oh, here they go. So let's share that, and hopefully everybody can see these numbers. These numbers are based on yesterday in the state of California, which that's where I stay. We had 39,000, a little bit over 39,000 new cases of COVID. 39,000. When you stretch that out, total cases in California, 3 million, a little bit over 3 million cases of COVID reported. And of that, 34,000 deaths, a little bit over. In the United States, we got 24 million total cases and 402 deaths. That's a lot of bodies, you guys. lot of lives, a lot of souls. I won't be disrespectful and call it bodies. It's a lot of souls for us to really think that this isn't real. And with that came along what? The technology, the capability of having a vaccination. We now have 2 vaccines at our what's the word? At our access. We got 2 of them. So there's, I think it's pronounced the Pfizer, PF, what is it? PFIZER. And then there's the, I wrote it down here, Morena, MORENA. 2 different forms of the vaccination that is available to us. Now the question is, are you going to take the vaccination, or are you going to reject the vaccination? Today I was at work and received a phone call from one of my supervisors and was like, hey, got the vaccination available. You want to go take the shot? Nah, not me. I'm good. Good looking out though. And that's just my personal choice. I'm not here to sway anybody go left or go right, to accept or to decline. That's not what I'm here to do. But I think that we all owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our family. We owe it to our friends to do some homework and find out what's best for you. What's best for you? Because I qualify. Let me show y'all. AARP. That comes to my home because I'm old like that, right? But I wanted to share this because I'm not just running off at the top of my head. I want to share this information when it comes to these vaccinations, the 2 of them. And the question is posed, how long after my first vaccine, how long after my first vaccine dose do I begin to develop immunity? How safe am I? This is one of the questions. And the response was, the Pfizer vaccine was shown to be only 52% effective 21 days after the first dose. That's not so safe. You need both doses to get to the 95% effective threshold found in the clinical trials by the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine. And you need to be patient about it. The vaccines were found to attain effective levels 21 days after each dose in Pfizer trials and 28 days in the Moderna studies. So you should consider yourself still fully at risk until several weeks after your second dose. You will receive instructions about this from your healthcare provider, when you get the vaccines. So, hold on, I see you, AD. Hold on, let me unmute you there, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead for it.
And I can attest to that. You know, by my wife being RN, she got the shot maybe a week after I tested positive, and you know she was still able to test positive for the virus maybe a week after she got the shot. And we don't, most likely she got it from me, even though we were quarantining. She's set to get her next shot next week, you know. And we were like you, Onyx. I'm not gonna get the shot. I'm not gonna get the shot. But I think after what happened with me and her seeing all of her colleagues dying, she said, "I'm gonna get the shot." You know, I'm still like you, Onyx. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get it or when it comes my way, you know. But you know, just because you got that one shot, make sure you guys get the other one and follow through, and still protect yourself while you're waiting.
Wow. Yeah.
They offered it to me, but I denied it.
Right. Yeah. I don't think that I really I don't plan on it, but hey, who am I? Who am I? You know,
Right.
Things may change as time goes by. You know, but for right now, I'm a little standoffish. I've never even had the flu shot, to be honest. So, hey, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Um, and not like that, but I'm not out here looking to catch it. I do wear my mask. I'm required to wear a mask at work all day. Even when I've gone to go see my mom, I got my mask on. My mom says, "Well, why you got your mask on, Mama? You 72. You do not need to get nothing, not from me anyway. So
Right.
we're gonna keep this, you know, going properly and make sure all your grandbabies, when they come over here, they all got some masks on too. And get you some hand sanitizer, mama, and get you some disinfectant spray. You know, I'm just kind of giving her the whole, and I know you got some bleach up in here, so you know, this just makes you really think, man. It really does. Um, One of the follow-up questions, and I think everybody can see me now. I'm reading all of the comments. Follow-up question was this: once I'm fully vaccinated, can I go back to normal life? The answer: no. Everyone, vaccinated or not, will need to continue all current recommendations regarding social distancing, wearing a mask, and avoiding travel. I didn't write that. That came out of my AARP. So, you know, whether you're going to take the vaccination or not, you have some serious things to think about. You know, if it's beneficial for you. I know there's been whispers and rumors of them making this a mandatory part of life. Um, you know, the words of one of my bros out of Detroit, good luck with that. Um, you know, I refuse the rights, or I accept my rights of refusal, like they do in McDonald's or anywhere else. If I don't want it, I don't want it.
Right.
So, you know, we're gonna see what's what, but um, outside of that, you know, I'm just hoping that we all can, you know, get back to life the best way that we possibly can. Um, we just gotta definitely continue enduring it. We can't rush it because, you know, oh yeah, 2 weeks, I'm good. And like AD's case, I'm good, baby. I've been 14 days. I'm ready.
I'm free.
No, you're not. Sit down.
Right.
Sit down. Be humble. You remember that song? Sit
Right.
down. Be humble. And you know, that's what we have to do. Stop trying to rush the process. You know, and absorb it, learn from it, apply whatever we need to apply to it in order to make our lives better. One thing's for sure, you know, uh, we are getting a lot of individuals who are becoming very arts and crafty, you know, meaning they're spending their time creating things now because they have nothing but time to do stuff. This show, last 2 weeks, I'm gonna be honest, I miss all my folks. Like, you know, I wanted to do a show last week, but I was like, no, I'm gonna give everybody a chance. They don't want to hear my voice. They don't want to see my face no more. So, but I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to, you know, share this with everybody. And I'm glad that you guys joined me in doing this. If you didn't touch anybody, you touched my heart. Know that, and I do appreciate you guys for again being here and sharing your story. So.
Thank you.
You guys have any final words for the people? You know, the floor is yours by all means.
Um, I'll say this. I have friends that believe, some that don't, but I will say whatever you do is your right. But I'm praying for everybody. I want the best for everyone. I love all you guys. I wish everyone well. And if you do need someone to talk to, you know, I'm always available. I'm always available. I live an open book life pretty much. So, but like I said, I love you guys, praying for you guys, and I wish everyone well.
You too. Thank you.
Trey, got anything for us?
All I say is love the small things, because what I realized in that hospital is the simple things that we take for granted, like breathing on your own.
Mm.
I couldn't even breathe without oxygen. So it's the small things for me.
Absolutely. 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 Appreciate life, you guys. Uh, that's what COVID is making us do. It really is. Appreciate life. Appreciate time. And take nothing for granted. You know, here today, gone tomorrow. For all those individuals that their names have been listed tonight. Again, my prayers and condolences to those families, to your friends. Um, you know, I know Kevin was the most recent one. Just so many people, man. Uh, I lost an aunt, Aunt Maddie, her husband, Uncle Wolf, my cousin, their son, Rodney. They were stepped week after week. So, we just have to be mindful of all of that and continue, man. Just continue. So I'm not going to drag this one out any longer. The choice is yours. Accept it or reject it. COVID-19 vaccination. It's a personal choice. What you want to do is what you want to do. Do what you think is best for you. In the meantime, by all means, please wear your mask. Wash your hands, but if you don't have soap and water available, hand sanitizer. And when you wash your hands, warm water, hot water, soapy water, and wash your hands. Don't just stick your hand under the water and come on from under the sink. We done seen some of them people. I ain't even gonna talk about y'all out loud, but we done seen that before. So be mindful of the next person, man, because these two individuals sitting here, they are live testimonies to this is real. And I know you guys, all those names again on our list here tonight. That's our testimony that it's real. It's not fake. So I'm not going to take too much more time. I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of music. I do want to say welcome again back to Gentlemen After Dark Season 2.
This is your WMOP, and now you're tuned in to the Gentlemen After Dark live in the studio with comics.
That's my brother all the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've been reaching out to everybody to try to get them to be involved in what I have going on here. I appreciate you. If you didn't hear your sound bite, don't trip. We got you next week. I love you guys. I'm gonna leave you with a little smooth little jam that I like. It's real smooth. It's just real chill. And if you just listen to the lyrics, you'll see where I'm coming from. I'm gonna just mute you here. Here we go.
Oh, how I wish for a better place for you and me.
I just wish that things were better for all of us.
I wish that someday,
and sooner or later, they will be, you guys. They will be. Just keep praying. Keep doing what you do. Eventually, the pain, the suffering will go away.
What if I had the power to set all men free? What if I had the manna to feed the hungry? What if I
Live in studio, you're tuned in to Gentlemen After Dark. Hey, Onyx.
Who would I be?
What if I could judge the master for his slave?